In this movie, we're going to add drag and drop functionality to our Gravity app so that a user can grab the ball and move it with their mouse and then drop it to begin the ball bouncing again. To do this, we're first going to hook up 3 new event handlers, one for mouse down, mouse up, and mouse move. We'll do this in the loaded handler. If you're following along with the exercise files, we're in chapter 10/10_04/begin, the physics simulator solution open up in Visual Studio. And we're looking at the scene.xaml.js file in the code editor. First, we'll scroll down in the loaded handler, and we'll start adding event handlers to the ball. Instead of retyping all the add event listener code, we'll copy it from the timer and just change the things that are different. We'll select the code to the end of the line, we'll hit Control-C, we'll scroll back, we'll put our cursor at the end of the ball, and we'll type Control-V to paste it. We're going to change the event we're hooking to mouse move, and we're going to change the name of the method that will be handling the event to mouse move. We're now going to select this whole line and copy it twice to handle the mouse left button up event and the mouse left button down event. By hitting Home, holding down the Shift key, and pressing the End key, we'll select the whole line. We'll hit Control-C, we'll hit the End key again, we'll hit Enter, and then Control-V to paste the line. Now we'll hit the Home key again to go back to the beginning of the line. We need to paste this in one more time, so we'll go down, we'll hit Enter, move up, and hit Control-V to paste one more time. Now we'll hit the Home key again. We need to change the mouse move to be mouse left button up, and we need to change this mouse move to be mouse left button down. Hitting the End key, we need to change the corresponding names of the event handlers. This is left button down, and this is mouse left button up. We'll hit Home to go to the beginning of the line again. Now we need to add 3 new event handler methods to the JavaScript object to handle the events. We'll scroll down and scroll to the left, and we'll add our events right here. We'll put our cursor at the end of the handle load method, hit Enter twice, and type in mouse move. Mouse move is going to be a function that takes a sender and event args. We'll add open and close brackets and a comma. We're going to copy this 2 times for the mouse down and mouse up events. Let's fix this tabbing. This is mouse left button up, and this one will be mouse left button down. To implement drag and drop, we'll need to move the ball in the mouse move event handler, but only when the user has their mouse button clicked down over the ball. To check for this, we'll need a variable to track whether the mouse button is down over the ball. We will add this variable after the velocity variable. We'll click our mouse cursor at the end of the line, we'll hit Enter to create a new line, and we'll type in this.is mouse down equals false. Next, we need to set this property to true in the mouse down handler and set it back to false in the mouse up handler. So we'll scroll down to these handlers, put our cursor in the mouse left button down handler, type tab, type in this.is mouse down, set it to true. We'll then type Shift Home to select this line, hit Control-C, put our cursor in the mouse left button up handler, type in tab, and hit Control-V to paste in the line. We'll select true and replace it with false in mouse left button up. Now we're going to store the mouse position where the mouse button is initially depressed. We'll then use this to calculate the new position of the ball in the mouse move event. Now in the mouse left button down event handler, we'll put our cursor, hit Enter twice for 2 new lines, and type in this.mousex. We're using the getPosition method that's on mouse event args. We're passing in the sender, and we're using the X property for X. We'll hit Shift Home to select this line, hit Control-C, hit End, hit Enter, and then Control-V to copy and paste this line. Replace X with Y, hit Home, and replace mouse X with mouse Y. Scanning over this code, I notice that we have a small typo. We spelled position improperly. I'll insert my cursor where the I should be and type in an I. I'll now move my cursor and fix the second I. We're going to have the ball capture the mouse in the mouse down and release it in the mouse up event handlers. Capturing the mouse ensures that the ball will receive all mouse input, even if the mouse should stray off the ball's canvas. To do this, in the mouse down handler, we'll add the following line of code. we'll add a call to capture mouse. In the mouse up event, we'll release mouse capture. By typing release mouse capture. The last step to move the ball is to calculate its new position in the mouse move event handler. We'll do this by using the stored value from the mouse down handler. We only want to do this if the mouse button is down. So we'll now insert our cursor in the mouse move handler, tab in, type in if, check the isMouseDown property, open bracket and close bracket. We'll set the ball's canvas.left, we'll increment the ball's canvas.left by the event arg's mouse position subtracted by the initial mouse position we stored. We'll hold down the Shift key and hit Home to select the line, hit Control-C to copy it, hit the End key and the Enter key, and then Control-V to paste the line. Now we'll change this to mouse Y. I've just noticed another typo, so I'll fix this by removing the extra O. We'll now change this to be a Y, and scroll over, and change the canvas at top of the ball. Finally, when the ball is released and the mouse up handler, we want to restart the timer so that gravity is again applied to the ball. To do this, we'll scroll over, and mouse left button up, we'll insert our cursor, hit enter, and type in this.timer.begin to start the timer again. Now we'll run the app to test drag and drop. Okay. We'll at least close all our functions. That bounce looked pretty good too. Now that the ball has come to a standstill, we'll try and drag it, testing our code. We'll drag it up and let go. And now gravity is applied and the ball bounces. That's it for this chapter. We've now built an application that resizes, simulates gravity, and does drag and drop.